Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. That's right, I homeschool. I'm Mrs. T. Today we have a pretty casual, no scripted sort of video. I want to go through with you how's it really going after just a couple of weeks of homeschool. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. I feel like a lot of the content that you've seen so far from my channel have been things like book hauls and curricula reviews and flip throughs, snapshots. And while that kind of shows a good peek into what we want to use, it really doesn't show what it looks like when we're actually using them, right? It doesn't show what the reality is. So I just kind of wanted to be really transparent with you all because you know what? Homeschooling, it's not just a choice on how you educate your child, it is a lifestyle change. And there's just a lot that goes into it, a lot of things that affect it. And, you know, it's great and it's a wonderful thing, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. It's pretty hard. I don't regret it. I'm really excited. I'm extremely still full steam ahead. This is definitely the lifestyle we want to embrace, but like any lifestyle change, right, it can be, you gotta learn. It's kind of like when you have to change your diet. Like maybe you decide that you need to go vegan for whatever reason, or whether it be, whatever reason, going from the mindset of these are all the foods that were available to me and now I have to go to this route. It's a lifestyle change. There's an adjustment period, even if it's something you really want to do. And homeschooling is no different. So there have been a couple of things so far. These past few weeks have been really good in the sense of like, I feel like the actual learning that we're doing is pretty solid. I'm very proud of what my preschooler has done so far, but I've definitely learned that the idea of having a schedule, even a loose one, is kind of absurd at this stage for our family. I feel like originally, so let me explain. Originally, my idea was I had a very loose schedule. Like, okay, I want to do some sort of math on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for example. I don't think that was exactly it, but I have my math on these days, and I'm not going to be rigid in the sense of saying these are the lessons we're going to do, but I want us to at least try to do math. And I would write it down for the first couple of weeks on a sheet where I literally was tracking everything we were doing, and then I had it on my week, and so that way I could see exactly what was done on each day. That seems really excessive, at least for this point in time. I think what is a better approach for my family that we're just going to start to do in these next couple of weeks and test this out instead is have a basically like an attendance tracker, so I can get an idea of the number of days that we focus on a good amount of school. And good amount is going to be kind of like up to how I feel the day went, right? You know what is a good school day versus like maybe what should be counted an absentee day. But basically what I'm going to do is just track the attendance, and then I'm going to have a sheet that lists all of the lessons, all of the activities for the resources I want to pull from, and I'm just going to check it off once we do it. Rather than saying like, oh, we did lesson 14 through 19 this week on this day and then blah, blah, blah. We're going to simplify it. I think for me, I just need to make it more simple. Reality is, forget the fact that my child's in preschool and you don't even need records, right? But reality is, even as your kid is older, each state has their own laws, but there's not a single state out there that I have seen, correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, where you need to give to your district the breakdown of what is covered each individual day. So why am I doing that? That is just like, it's interesting, it's cool to see, but at the same time, it adds so much extra work that it just doesn't need to be that way. So I am modifying how I'm tracking. So that is one thing that I've learned so far. Again, the schooling, actually, like when we are in the mood for that curriculum and we are doing curriculum, like we're doing really well with it. So I actually don't have any complaints on that front right now. I'm definitely learning. I'm learning how to approach each subject because it is unique. But I think the thing that I am, oh gosh, where was I going with this? Oh, this is what happens when I don't have notes. um, anyway, the curriculum, oh, I was gonna say, but the thing that I've actually found to be the hardest is adjusting to the homeschooling lifestyle where I am always present with my children. Now, before we started homeschooling, my oldest, my preschooler, was in a care program for 4 hours a day. And my youngest one was at home with me. So it wasn't like I didn't have children. I do work, by the way. I was working full time. I'm now part time work while once I shifted to homeschool. So I work in the mornings before hubby leaves for work, and then I also have a period of a couple of hours that I do while the kids are home with me. And figuring out that groove has been really hard, and I still haven't figured out exactly what's going to work for us. And, quite frankly, we've had to rely a little bit on things like TV more than I've wanted to these past couple of weeks. And that's just because I felt like definitely have had some desperate moments where I'm like, I'm in a meeting and I need quiet and they're just not getting it. And, I'm a little bit of an overachiever. So when I don't do well at work, or I feel like I'm not present in these meetings, it's been really hard to balance. So I'm still trying to figure that out. That has been a little bit of a tough time. The other thing that we really need to figure out that I am looking into with my husband is how, I guess, just important sleep is to the vibe of the day. And I'm not even just talking about my sleep because that's true. If I have a bad night's sleep, how do I put this? Basically, how mama feels in the morning determines what the day is going to be like. But also, when the kids have a bad night's sleep or if they wake up too early, it really does set the tone for a difficult homeschool day and just a difficult day. Like, there have definitely been a couple days where I'm like, I'm not even going to attempt homeschooling today or something educational because I can't even wrap my head around the parenting side of things. Because really, I've noticed what you need to do is you need to get your parenting figured out and your teaching and have them be married in order to have like this successful day. And I'm still hammering that out. Well, I have a lot more that I could probably say on the topic, but I just want to end with some positive takeaways, I guess, that I've had the past couple of weeks. You know what? I have noticed that the past couple of weeks, I was really worried. I was worried when I was starting, not because I was afraid like, oh, I won't be able to do it, but, I was worried about committing to a new lifestyle. And one that takes just so much, right? I was worried. I was worried that I would lose myself. I kept having people make comments like, oh, you're gonna be home with the kids all day. Like, but what about your career? What about, you're giving up all these things? And it is a little bit scary when you get that kind of feedback. But I definitely have learned that in these first few weeks that I'm not giving up anything. This is not a sacrifice. I am not a martyr. This is something I really want to do. When we have our positive moments and our good days, even when we get through the tough times, right? When we end, let's say, a fight with our deep breaths and our hugs and, we move on, those are so rewarding. And it is so worth it. It is not, it's not the sacrifice, it's not the martyrdom that a lot of people make staying at home parents or stay-at-home parents or homeschooling parents feel like they are. And it's just, I don't know. It was just, it's been really, really good. I feel very confident that this is the right choice for our kids. And I'm really excited to keep going. We're definitely making changes. We're making adjustments. And, I'm reading. I'm reading more homeschooling books. I'm reading comments from you all down below. I'm watching other things and I'm finding the encouragement. And I'm moving forward and it has been really good. The last thing that I want to say that has been my favorite part of these past few weeks is just how many moments I'm present for. I'm present for so many good, so many bad moments, but I'm so glad and grateful that I am. One of the things that we have been working through that I think is pretty typical toddler and preschool behavior is learning how to control our emotions. And prior to my preschooler being home all day, what would basically happen is he would bottle in his emotions at school. He never lashed out in his care program, but he'd come home and he would be angry and he'd have all these feelings that he had been bottling up and he wasn't coping with in the moment that he was feeling them. And so he would save these, and we'd have some pretty tough nights, evenings, right, as we were trying to cope through it. I'm so grateful that I am present for these times, and we're working on healthy emotion control and evaluation. And I'm just so thankful that I can be there and we can work through that. I'm also thankful that I'm there as he's reading, right? He's, not even 4, and I'm there as he's blending sounds together. And it's just really rewarding. It's rewarding to just see him learn and be a part of that process. All right, you guys, thank you very much. I don't even think I'm gonna do very many edits. I might edit out the cats. We'll see if they're in the video. But thank you for keeping with me. I will be doing some more videos coming up very shortly, but comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Not necessarily about the video, but as you are, whether you're a seasoned homeschooling parent or a new homeschooling parent, what have been some things that you have learned, the key takeaways that, that you think are worth sharing? I'd love to hear your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I am a new channel, I'm growing, and I would really like to keep posting out content. So please show some love, stick around, and I will talk to you guys very soon. You have a great day. Bye-bye.